Alright, so yeah. Negative exponents, all you do is you move it to the bottom. So 1 over x to the a, that makes it positive, 1 over x to the fifth. Here, the 3 would stay on top, m to the second. Here, the negative 7 and b would stay on top, but you move your negative exponent to the bottom. Alright, so the directions say simplify each expression. Make sure final answers contain only positive exponents. So the hint is pretty important. Use the rules and then move the variables at the end. So don't move them to top and bottom until the very end. So number 4. Whenever we're multiplying exponents, what do? Do we add them, multiply them? What do?
Add them.
Add them. So what is 7 plus negative 9?
Negative 2.
So you get w to the negative 2 power. Well, we cannot have a negative exponent in our final answer. So who's got a guess of what that's going to look like? It wouldn't be w to the negative 2 power. It would be what?
1 over w to the second power.
Good. 1 over w to the second power. Anybody have questions on that? Okay, let's try another one. And then I'm going to have you try 6 and 7 on your own. So let's try 5. We're first going to do 4 times 5. What is 4 times 5? Somebody say 40? 20. Okay. I thought someone said 40. That got me a little scared. What would our C change to?
3.
Yeah, because it's 8 plus negative 5. 8 plus negative 5 is a positive 3. What would our D change to? Negative 4. So we cannot have a negative exponent in our final answer. So who's got a guess of what this is going to look like?
20c to the power 3.
Good.
B to the power 4.
Very good. So D to the power of 4 is going to be moved to the bottom. That's the only thing because that's the only negative exponent. Does that make sense? Okay, I want y'all to try 6 and 7 on your own, but then we'll check them together. Who wants to be a brave soul and try number 6? What did you think? What did you get? Anybody?
I'll try it.
All right. What do you think?
I got negative 48x to the power negative 11. No, you got negative.
Okay, the x to the negative 11 is right so far.
Negative 18.
Yeah, I got negative 18. What did you say you got?
I got it.
You got negative 40.
Hold up. 27. I must put it in the calculator wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe you did. All right, so now that cannot be our final answer, so what's it going to look like?
Negative 18. I mean, negative 18 over x to the 11.
Very good. Negative 18 over x to the 11th. Make sure you don't put a negative in your final answer because that's the whole reason we're moving it to the bottom is to make it positive. So if you put a negative down here, it would be wrong, so make sure you don't. All right, 7 looks crazy, but it shouldn't have been too bad. Anybody got a guess on the first step, Rory? What do you think? What'd you get for your A's at first?
My A's, I got positive 2.
Mhm.
I got positive 5.
Mhm.
And C, I got negative 5.
Good. So negative 5 plus 7 is 2. 8 plus negative 3 is 5. Negative 2 plus 7 is negative 5. So now we cannot have a negative exponent. So Rory, what did you get for your last answer? Your final answer?
A to the second power, B to the fifth power on top, and then C to the fifth power.
Very good. So yeah, the C to the fifth would move to the bottom. Questions? Okay. Number 8. This time we have a negative exponent on the outside. So we have to do 8 to the negative second power. Well, what is 8 to the second power?
64.
So who's got a guess of what 8 to the negative second power is going to be? 1 over 64. And if you weren't positive, you could put in Desmos. Actually, I'll do that just for the video. So 8 to the, press the B, the A to the B. negative second. Gives you a crazy long decimal. Then press the fraction button. 1 over 64. All right, what would our p change to? Whenever you have exponents, what do? The powers. You multiply. So what's 5 times negative 2?
Negative 2.
So what would our final answer look like? Where would that p to the 10 go? Would it stay on top or move to the bottom?
Bottom.
It moved to the bottom. So you have 1 over 64 p to the 10th. Okay, number 9. That one, I don't think I can do in my head. 5 to the negative third power.
125, negative
Yeah.
125.
So 1 over 125. What would our y change to?
Negative 6.
And then our final answer would look like
12 over 5, y negative 6.
1 over 125 to the power of 2. Y to the power of
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure where you got 12. Yeah, you should have gotten y 1 over 125 y to the power of 6. Does everybody see y?
Yeah.
All we're doing is removing this y to the negative 6 to the bottom and making it positive. Okay, I'm going to do 10 with you just because there's a negative on the inside and outside. So 3 to the negative fourth. Once again, that one I'll just put in here. That makes it 1 over 81. So 1 over 81. R to the, what would our R change to? Negative 4. What would our S change to? This is where I thought some people might get mixed up. Positive 12. Because a negative times a negative is a positive. So our final answer is going to look like, now there's 2 different ways you can write this. I'm going to write both ways. So 1s to the 12th over 81 r to the 4th. Or the way the SOL will more than likely have it is they won't have that 1 there. So there's an understood 1 if you just put s to the 12th, 81 r to the 4th. So just know the SOL won't have that 1 there, but if you put that 1 there, it is still technically right. Does that make sense? All right, try number 11, and then we'll go over that. All right, 11. Somebody give me a guess. What'd y'all get? The first part's going to be 1 over what?
Y to the 8.
Wait, what? Okay. So 1 over 6 to the negative second was what?
36.
1 over 36. Then our x, what did our x change to? Negative 10. What's our y?
8.
And then what's going to be moved to the bottom, the x or the y? The x. So what you should end up with is y to the 8th over 36 x to the 10th. And once again, if you put that 1 there, that's fine. I'm just not going to put it because I want you to get in the habit of not doing that. All right. And then 12 and 13. So 12 and 13. 12, you're going to subtract. What is 2 minus 5? Negative 3. So you have 8 to the negative 3 power. Well, we know that cannot be our final answer. So what's it going to look like?
1/8 to the 3rd power.
Good. 1 over 8 to the 3rd power. And that's all you had to do for that one. So we use the same concept on 13. What would that look like? What's negative 2 minus 7? Negative 9. So now we have c to the negative 9 power. And d, what's negative 1 minus negative 2?
Negative 3.
So
Oh wait. Negative 1.
negative 1 minus negative 2. That'd be like negative 1 plus 2.
1.
1.
Oh, 1, okay.
So it'd just be d. So what would our final answer look like on this one? What's going to be moved to the bottom? The c. So it'd just be d over c to the 9th. So literally all you're moving is your negatives. Okay. What is 14 divided by 7? 2. And what would our w change to? What's 4 minus a negative 2?
6.
6, a positive 6. Do we have to do anything more?
No.
No. So if you don't have any negative exponents, you don't have to move anything to the bottom. So that's it. And then 15. Negative 10 divided by 2 is
Negative 5.
negative 5. What would our m change to? Negative 1. What would our n change to? 1 minus a negative 5.
6.
Negative 6 or positive 6?
Positive.
Positive. Because remember, 1 minus negative 5 is the same thing as saying 1 plus 5. So now, what are we moving?
And then negative 5 and 6 to the top. And
Okay, so yeah, the negative 5 and the n to the 6 will stay on top. The m to negative 1 will go to the bottom, which would just be m. And that's all you do. Questions? All right. Just because we are moving at a faster pace now, we just won't worry about this backside of the notes right now. So what I want y'all to do, just to be able to finish this up so we can start reviewing for the SOL, go ahead and just finish this page. So this is what the homework's going to be. If you get stuck on any of these, I don't mind going over any of them. But I am going to go ahead and post this into Schoology.